You're watching the History Fella channel. In this video we're looking at George B. McClellan. George Brinton McClellan was born on December the 3rd, 1826 and would die on October the 29th, 1885. McClellan was an American military officer, politician, engineer, businessman and writer who served as the 24th Governor of New Jersey. A West Point graduate, McClellan served with distinction during the Mexican-American War, before leaving the United States Army to serve as a railway executive and engineer until the outbreak of the American Civil War in 1861. Early in the conflict, McClellan was appointed to the rank of Major General and played an important role in raising the Army of the Potomac, which served in the Eastern Theater. He also served as a Commanding General of the United States Army from November 1861 to March 1862. McClellan organized and led the Union Army in the Peninsula Campaign in southeastern Virginia from March through to July 1862. It was the first large-scale offensive in the Eastern Theater. Making an amphibious clockwise turning movement around the Confederate Army in northern Virginia, McClellan's forces turned west to move up the Virginia Peninsula between the James River and the York River, landing from Chesapeake Bay, with the Confederate capital Richmond as their objective. Initially, McClellan was somewhat successful against General Joseph E. Johnston, but the emergence of General Robert E. Lee to command the Army of Northern Virginia turned the subsequent 7 days battle into a Union defeat. However, historians note that Lee's victory was in many ways Pyrrhic, as he failed to destroy the Army of the Potomac and suffered a bloody repulse at the Malvern Hill. McClellan and President Abraham Lincoln developed a mutual distrust, and McClellan was privately derisive of Lincoln. He was removed from command in November in the aftermath of the 1862 midterm elections. A major contributing factor in this decision was McClellan's failure to pursue Lee's army following the tactically inconclusive but strategic Union victory at the Battle of Antietam outside Sharpsburg, Maryland. He never received another field command and went on to become the unsuccessful Democratic nominee in the 1864 presidential election. This was against the Republican Abraham Lincoln. The effectiveness of his campaign was damaged when McClellan repudiated his party's platform, which promised an end to the war and negotiations with the Confederacy. He served as the governor of New Jersey from 1878 to 1881. In McClellan's later writings, he vigorously defends his Civil War conduct